ultimate Xbox Live experience. Unreal Championship 2. 3 years ago, the Leandri Corporation started the championship. This year, the blood sport has been reinvented. The new championship introduces a new breed of competitor. Finish it. Rebuilt from the ground up for the ultimate Xbox Live experience. Unreal Championship 2.
Defend against the most insidious weapon ever conceived? How do you protect millions of people from millions of possible threats? How do you find the source of our greatest fears? Bring the battle closer. Is a drop away. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell: Chaos Theory.
What happened to that light? Who broke that lock? Another light off. Man down. I think he's unconscious. Hey, are you okay? What happened?
We have an intruder. Sound the alarm.
Fisher, an American engineer named Bruce Morgenholt has been kidnapped by a Peruvian separatist group called the People's Voice. Their suspected leader, Hugo Lacerda, is a hardcore revolutionary preaching information warfare as the only realistic means to achieve revolution in modern society. We need you to get in there and recover or destroy any information Morgenholt may have been forced to divulge, and if possible, rescue him. As for Lacerda, he's just been bumped onto our target of opportunity list. So if you have a shot, take it.
Hostage rescue isn't normally our bag, but Morgenholt was part of Project Watson, the UN committee that studied Philip Mass's handiwork after Georgia. Some people are worried that this kidnapping is just a cover-up, and that Morgenholt is being interrogated for classified information about the Mass kernels. Fact is that some of the tricks Mass came up with could be used to do a lot of damage. We need to contain that information at all costs.
The target area is a lighthouse attached to an abandoned Spanish colonial-era fortification and some nearby structures. We don't have an exact location on Morgenholt, so you'll have to find him yourself. Insertion will be at night by Zodiac onto the beach beneath the fort. Thermal imaging shows that there are some old natural and semi-natural caves under the fort, so you may be able to use those for infiltration.
All right, Fisher. The helicopter will drop you a few kilometers offshore in the Zodiac. You'll have one of my Zodiacs and logistical support in and out of the target area. Extraction will be by helicopter from the top of the lighthouse.
Displace International holds the contract with Wright Pritchard Technologies to protect their VIPs in potentially hostile situations. We did a thorough threat evaluation for their project in Peru, and we accepted the VIP detail on Morgenholt. The guys who came after him knew what they were doing. This was not a tourist grab. I lost 3 good men in the snatch, and I'm currently preparing a rescue plan for approval from Morgenholt's family and Wright Pritchard. This is going to cost Displace a lot of money.
I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert. And I think Gorilla. I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment. Keep us posted.
What was that? Is it nothing?
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah? They got themselves a high-tech kit.
The SSCC code is Block 1-5. Fine, before.
Who killed this guy? What's this doing on?
Nice piece. Where'd you get it?
Oh, God. I don't know. I really don't know.
That's bad news for you, then.
I'd tell you if I knew. I swear, please don't kill me.
Fine. If you don't know where the guns came from, then tell me something else that's useful.
Morgenholt. Morgenholt. You must be here for him. He's in the room just ahead. I think they're torturing him.
Torturing him. Thanks for the info. Didn't anyone ever tell you that monkey is dangerous?
Oh no! You're going to kill me, right?
Only if you say the word monkey. Now tell me something I want to know.
Ammunition and medical supplies. Check around inside the keep. They have tons of stuff in there.
Some of you guys are real helpful. Why do you have to work for the bad guys?
You're the American oppressor. You're the bad guy.
Don't you think he's had enough?
He's had enough when he can't talk.
Talking? Madre de Dios. He hasn't been able to speak for an hour.
He could be faking it.
Jesus.
See, I bet he's faking it.
Faking it. His tongue is a lump of coal. His brain is...
Enough! Saul, give him more. It's already at the maximum. What? Should I bring down another battery? What do you say, amigo? You want another battery? Wait a minute. His ears. Look! Smoke!
I think I'm going to be ill.
I think he's dead. Only one way to be sure. I'm going for a walk.
What was that over there?
Doesn't sound too good down there, sir.
Sound isn't the problem. Smell.
You're sure he's dead?
Better than Elvis.
All right. Keep him out. We still need to recover any traces of the interior. Grim will call you back.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenhold might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good. Hi there. You look important.
I am loyal. You will get no information from me.
Really? It looks like you forgot to shave this morning. Let me help you out a bit.
Huh? You can't! Hey, what are you doing? Okay. What do you want to know?
I'm looking for Lacerda. He's been behaving very badly lately.
Well, you're wasting your time, American. He left in a boat an hour ago. He could be anywhere by now.
Guess I'll just have to follow him then. Don't worry. He won't slip away.
I think that confirms it, Fisher.
Yeah, seems like Lacerda's long gone.
We'll see if we can track him through Echelon. Don't worry about him for now. We'll keep you posted.
you seen the newspaper?
No. What is it?
It's Hernandez.
Hernandez? No. He's injured? No.
Word. He's been...
What's that?
Saw something. Well, damn it. I don't know. I'm scared. He wants algorithms. Some kind of computer algorithm.
What does a second-rate communist revolution involve? Computer algorithm.
I don't know. I don't even think Lacerda knows. I think someone might have hired us.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. Lacerda. He's been making lots of deals. Something's going on. I don't know what.
You don't know who he's been talking to.
No.
You're not much good to me anymore.
That server is the one that the tech transferred the interrogation record to. You'll need to access it. Good work, Sam. That wiped whatever information Morganhold might have given them.
They wonder what happened to it?
It was easy enough to make your little intrusion look like a memory allocation error. Don't worry, we give you the best tools.
You look troubled. Thunderstorms make me nervous. I was a boy in Granada when the Americans invaded in 1850. My father was... When he realized we could not let us into the mountains or something.
That's 4 of the 5 drinks, Sam. Your eyes bleed from the last one.
Okay, open the gate. Well, now the gate is broken. I can't this whole gate. How am I supposed to get this place up and running with all these holes? Put that gate here. Stupid. Maria Narcisa. Come in. Guard on the scene, Maria Narcisa. Don't check out.
Roger that. Our crew support, and we have clear term because.
Fisher. So? The Maria Narcissa is a cargo ship owned and operated by Celestina Inc., a Portuguese shipping company, registered in the Philippines, cross-Pacific freight contracts. Lots of details missing.
Sounds suspicious.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another date after all.
Can't wait to meet.
Fisher, your primary objective.
Years ago, the Leandri Corporation started the championship.
This is a negative. Repeat, negative. Pull up, Red One.
Three years ago, the Leandri Corporation.
Welcome to the opening round of the 523rd Nocti Ascension Rites.
I thought we had a deal.
Your next opponent is some Nocti soldier, Anubis.
Anubis! He's in the tournament.
Anubis is a newcomer who's beaten the odds, not to mention some tough shooters.
I want him out.
Selket? Selket is a viper. Her family wants the power of the scepter, not the duties of the throne. You two got history, I know that. But she ain't gotta ask your permission.
He turned his back on his family's fighting tradition, not to mention his arranged marriage to Selket 8 years ago.
He abandoned our people once. I won't give him a second chance.
I left the tournament to see what you wanted more. An emperor or a husband.
Skipping the training was one thing, but pissing off a chick like Selkett was suicidal.
I won't allow Selkett to do this!
So, Anubis is still too scared to fight his own battles.
The only thing I ever feared was what I saw in your heart.
He's a coward. And you want him for Emperor?
She must be stopped.
The winner's crowned emperor. The loser goes home in a box. I can't wait.
Let's get to the action.
Nothing could surprise me after this week. Surprise, kid.
Welcome.
Three years ago, the Leandri Corporation started the championship. This year, the blood sport has been reinvented. The new championship introduces a new breed of competitor. Finish him. Rebuilt from the ground up for the ultimate Xbox Live experience. Unreal Championship 2. The Leandri Corporation started the championship. This
$3 billion squirrels' lives ended one night in the year 2001. The survivors lived only to face a new nightmare. It wasn't a war against the machines. It was a war against the Teddies. Resistance needed a hero. What they got was a fearless, courageous, unrelenting warrior.
I'm back. Neat way, mother buzzer. See that fucker explode?
Come on, you mother!
Conquer Live and Reloaded.
Hey, Daddy.
Ow. Somebody hit me on the head. Huh. Where am I? What's this doing on my head? Oh, hi guys. Would somebody mind telling me what's going on here? Please help.
Okay, 30 seconds. Nice knowing you guys. I made it! Yeah! Come on, guys, get in here quick! It needs to be safe! If only they can stop shooting for just 1 second! That was a close one! Only a few left! Not for now! Only one more to go! I made it! Yeah! Come on, guys, get in here quick! It needs to be safe! If only they can stop shooting for just 1 second!
Years ago, the Leandri started its championship. This year, the blood sport has been 3 years ago, the Leandri Corporation started its championship. This year, the blood sport has been reinvented. The new championship introduces a new breed of competitor. Finish him. Rebuilt from the ground up for the ultimate Xbox Live experience. Unreal Championship 2.
My name is Sam Fisher. I'm a soldier. I'm not much of a philosopher.
Selket.
Selket is a princess of the Jafar family and a distant cousin to her rival Anubis. Her desire to win the Ascension rights and become Empress has eclipsed all other minor concerns like ethics and morality. Her speed and agility are unmatched in the arena. Coupled with her blinding combo, she's heavily favored to win the tournament.
Anubis.
Anubis is a prince of the illustrious Raidi family, whose ancestors include 14 former Nocti emperors. Favored to win the Ascension rights 10 years ago, Anubis left on the eve of the competition, leading many to think him a coward. For the past decade, he has served in the Desert Legion, honing his combat skills and revealing none of his secrets.
Arclight.
Unlike most juggernauts in the tournament, Arclight is neither a criminal nor a killer by nature. Unable to find gainful employment elsewhere, his presence in the tournaments is simply a byproduct of his genetic makeup. Watch your step around him. He's not happy to be here. Beware of his disorienting concussion attack, which leaves opponents helpless from his massive fists.
Rated T for Teen.
I'm Mike Capps. I'm the president of Epic Games, also the lead designer of Unreal Championship 2, so I'm going to talk you through that. Unreal Championship 2 is the sequel to Unreal Championship 1. UC1 was a game that was ported from PC to Xbox, UT 2003 port. It did pretty well. We're pretty proud of it, but we really wanted to do something exclusive for the Xbox. This was built for the ground up for the Xbox tech. It's pushing polys like you wouldn't believe. We've also been able to take a number of chances that we wouldn't have taken with the Unreal Tournament franchise. You might know there's some hardcore UT players out there, and they get kind of upset about that sort of thing. So you see we've got third-person, melee, you get to play as a Scar, all sorts of neat stuff, and I'm going to walk you through some of the changes we made over the next few minutes. So you can't help but notice when you take a look at this game, we're playing it in third person. Not exclusively in third person, but we mucked around with it. Everybody thought we were crazy. It was so much fun to bounce around environments. And you'll see just there's been a real change in agility and mobility in this game. You can still play first person. You can see here we switched the shock rifle in first person. You know, you can play it that way if you like. I choose some weapons in first, some weapons in third. But what this let us do was add melee. And this was crazy idea number 2. We like to call it bringing a knife to a gunfight. You might have seen some of our ads for that. And it really works, and I think it's fun as crap. The characters are all unique, so we've got some flair from fighting games. You know, we're all big fans of Mortal Kombat and games like that. So you can play a big tank character like the Scar here, Zaylor. You can play a light character like our evil princess Selket here. Really, whatever you enjoy. We've also really amped the adrenaline system. If you played UT 2003, UC 2004, you get adrenaline from pickups or also getting cool moves, kills in the arena. But you maybe get to do one power-up in a match, if that. With this one, you're doing combos all the time, and they're character-specific. The Scar have their own moves, the Necros have their own moves, and then the characters have their own specific, unique moves. And so basically you walk into a different arena that plays differently with characters that play differently, adrenaline combos that play differently, melee. It's a whole new game from what we've done before with this franchise. This is my absolutely favorite part of this presentation, mostly because I don't have to say much. It speaks for itself. No, I can't do it. I have to talk. So Unreal franchise has always been known for just crazy environments, indoors, outdoors, lava flow, ice, underwater, and this is the same. 40 or so, we're not sure yet, but about 40 maps, all of them built exclusively for Unreal Championship 2, all built exclusively from the Xbox. Are you getting that theme? Right. And of course, all those cool environments go online. UT has been known since, gosh, about '99 as if you're going to smack your friends around online, you play an Unreal Tournament or Unreal Championship game. This isn't a game about shotguns and M16s, although I love those games. I've worked on a few. This is about shock rifles and flat cannons. This is a fantasy franchise. You start out with your character has a pair of double pistols. They're race specific, so this is a robot with rivet guns. That's kind of your backup weapon because you've got unlimited ammo, but you can also freeze characters as well, and that makes for a pretty easy kill if you can find the time to do it with all the other guys in there. So you start with those and melee weapons, and then you pick an explosive ammo weapon and an energy ammo weapon before you even go into the arena. So again, you've got that rock, paper, scissors of what does he choose versus what do I choose versus what characters. And you have to pick up ammo for those in the arena. Got a rocket launcher, gotta have the rocket launcher in an Unreal game. Shoots 1 rocket, 3 rockets, or 6 drunken rockets. Got the flat cannon, gotta have a flat cannon in an Unreal game. But we do have some new weapons as well. The grenade launcher is new, fires grenades and also fires mines. You can burst those mines on the ground or you can airburst them as well. So here's a nasty little trap. And then my favorite explosive weapon is the Ripjack. This is kind of a combination of the Razorjack and the Ripper from previous titles. Shoots razor sharp disc. You can also charge them up now for a pretty satisfying explosion up close. And you can cut folks' heads off with it. So those are the 4 explosive weapons. Here's the energy weapons. This is the sniper rifle. I think it's the tightest sniper scope ever. It's 5 full passes for those of you guys who are pixel shader geeks. We've got the bio rifle, somewhat new. We've got the bio rifle, and now the blobs are sentient, so they'll actually chase after you or your enemies. And you can set poison gas clouds for a defensive weapon too. So just kind of keep adding new twists to the old weapons we've had in the franchise. Here's the Stinger, which hasn't been in for a long time. It's a minigun and also has tracking tritium shards. And the shock rifle, which is so sweet. It's you can do combos just like in the UT franchise games, but you can also freeze the shock cores now in midair and set up really nasty traps. And all these weapons play first and third person. We find most people pick up the game and start in first person because it's sort of what they're used to, but after a while you find that extra situational awareness from third person helps a lot. And of course you have to play in third person if you're going to pick up a pair of swords. So I'm a big fighting game fan, a lot of the guys are. We've always wanted to try something like this. All the Unreal games have had a melee weapon, but it was really just sort of a weapon of last resort or humiliation. This time each character has unique melee moves, including a heavy attack. And we set up this mechanic where each character has their own special moves. We have our light characters, heavy characters that are a little slower, that kind of stuff. And that was kind of fun. But as soon as somebody pulls a rocket launcher out on two guys who are dueling in melee, it all went to shit. And so that's when we started adding new techniques like the shield here that you see. We've also added a jump attack so you can get close to that sniper. And just in general, if you want to play high mobility, you're going to want to pull out your melee swords because you get moves like this that you can't pull off while you're carrying a rocket launcher. And the ultimate insult is sending a shot right back at someone. That's reflecting. You can see an example of it right here. So you have to be careful when you drop rockets onto somebody who's holding their melee weapons out because they'll send it right back at you and it does more damage. And really the ultimate insult is the coup de grace move. Those are really hard to pull off in an arena full of people with sniper rifles and rocket launchers, trust me. So targeting, we've got all these cool weapons, but can you hit people with them? This was something that I don't think we addressed really well in Unreal Championship 1. It was a direct port, and we didn't spend a lot of console love on it. This one, like I said, built from the ground up for the console. We've added a locking technique. You can see the little yellow target reticle around the person up there. We're so bouncy in this game that what that targeting lock does is it keeps them on screen, but you still have to do all the fine targeting yourself. For melee, it's a perfect lock. You're staring right at the guy because melee is not about trying to target someone, it's about trying to time your hit perfectly, block and respond, like a fighting game should be. If you're going to smack your friends around online, you play an Unreal Tournament or Unreal Championship game. And that's a big legacy to follow and pretty scary because this is my first design job on an Unreal title. When we pulled off Best Online Game at E3, we were so relieved. It wasn't excitement, it was just thank God Cliff and Steve aren't going to be pissed off at me. I think that the melee and range combat works really well in online play. I mean, this engine's been optimized for online play for a long time now. We support 8 players online, which doesn't sound like a lot for first-person shooter, but trust me, it's a whole hell of a lot for a 3D fighting game. So it's a good mix. We have CTF and Deathmatch and all the games you'd expect. A couple new ones that we're holding off for later. And then mutators. For those people who just can't play the game like I designed the damn thing, you can go in and play with the game rules. This is a low-grav, high-speed match. Totally changes the feel of the game just by flicking a couple buttons. So again, it's the replayability that you really need on console because we don't have that mod community that we get on the PC. But it's not all about online play. Turns out there's some people left who don't have a broadband connection and don't have an Xbox Live subscription, and so for them, we've actually developed a full cinematic storyline kind of hidden underneath. You play the part of Anubis. Anubis is a hero trying to save his planet from the imperialistic Liandry Mining Corporation, the guys who sponsor the tournament. It's your basic boy meets girl, boy meets lizard, boy kills lizard, boy fights girl kind of storyline, just like you'd expect. You fight in the arenas, and that's kind of what you would expect in an Unreal franchise. It's all tied together with a nice storyline. AI is world-class. It always has been in the Unreal franchise, and this is no different. They can do all the crazy moves that you can do. We've got individual character ladders, so every character has their own gameplay event, and then we even have a 4th and long challenge-style mode full of impossible stuff. So the replay is there for online as well as off.
Selkit is a prince.
I'm James Schmaltz, a creative director at Digital Extremes, and we're here to show you a bit about Pariah. Pariah is the next big thing from Digital Extremes. We've been working on the Unreal franchise of games for so long now, 7 years, and this is our first big jump off that into our next big first-person shooter. With a storyline based around my friend Jack here. He is a military doctor in the year 2520. You've been called down to Earth, which is a big, huge prison facility type planet. And you've been called down on this routine transport mission of Karina here on my left, and you've been told she has a virus and that you just need to escort her off planet. So, of course, things go awry as you're transporting her off the planet. You get shot down by a big missile into your dropship, and you go crashing down to the wastelands around the prison, and of course the story unfolds from there. Basically, we wanted to create a great first-person shooter, lots of action, heavy emphasis on the single player, great multiplayer as well, and a built-in editor that allows you to share your own creations with your friends. So in the single-player campaign in Pariah, one of the really big things that we wanted to focus on as you're going through the game is having new experiences every couple of levels, or every level, being able to upgrade your weapons, find new weapons. We've got 9 different weapons and items that you can use in the game. 8 of them can be upgraded as you progress through. So you have this weapon select menu, weapon select wheel, I should say, where it shows the different upgrades, shows you which ones are upgraded, and shows you a list of the potential upgrades that sort of tantalize you as to see what's coming down the line as you do upgrade the weapons. In addition to that, the variety using the different weapons, the different upgrades, we've got vehicles, of course, and one of the great things about that is it, of course, mixes up the variety of gameplay more. Some missions you're driving the vehicle, sometimes you are the passenger in the vehicle manning the huge rockets on top. We have a huge variety of different settings in Pariah. We've got 18 single-player missions or chapters as you go through. Huge variety of different environments. Some are huge environments, huge outdoor desert levels. We wanted to really make sure, again, to have a different experience, a different setting as you know, hour upon hour as you're going through the game, and really have compelling and interesting environments to play in. And in addition to the 18 single-player maps, we've got a bunch of multiplayer maps, of course, and then we've got a bunch of editable maps that the player can use our editing tools that are very easy to use, very intuitive. One of the big goals with the editor was to create it so that anybody could jump in there and use it. If you can play the game, you should be able to use the editor and create your own map. So what we would love to see on the Xbox, we can sort of see that happening with more and more people coming online, is we'd love to see these communities be built around our games as well, like on the Xbox and on the consoles themselves, and just sort of build that community through the editing tools that we can provide, that we're hopefully providing with Pariah, giving people the chance to be creative, making those tools as easy as possible for them to use. Currently the way we share maps, with System Link, you could just create a map and then host it and have your friends join in and they automatically grab a copy of the map. Or on Xbox Live, we have a way where you can just, with your friends, you can just swap your maps, share your maps with them. And then right now we're just finalizing the exact methods as to how you can do that, how we can build upon that basic structure of sharing maps. We've got, in multiplayer in Pariah, 4 different game types. We've got deathmatch, we've got team deathmatch and capture the flag, and then we've got a new game type that we've created called frontline assault. And the real different spin that we put on all that is through our upgrade system, and it really makes all these game types feel really different and a little bit fresh and exciting. Thanks for checking out Pariah. You can get your hands on it in March 2005.
These new filters smell like baby shit.
I'm not sure what that smells like.
Like these filters.
Ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of EA Sports World of Boxing, now the boxers in tonight's main event.
Hey, my name's Kudo Sonoda. I'm here from EA Chicago, and we're here to demo Fight Night Round 2.
Here we go with the start of the fight.
Big features this year's game. We got the EA Sports Haymaker, where you can control the power of each of your punches. We updated our damage system, so now when you land a punch, you can really feel the impact on your opponent. Plus, we've got a great new Create a Champ feature this year where you can actually sculpt each feature of your boxer's physique and face using the 2 analog sticks. So the big features with our Create a Champ this year, we have this new morphable boxer skeleton technology that we use so that you can actually, instead of having to choose from different body types or choose, go through a big menu of sliders and things like that, you actually now can sculpt your boxer's physique just using the 2 analog sticks. You can build your own boxer, or you can use any of the licensed boxers and go through a career with either type of boxer. But the big thing for our career mode this year is just giving you a lot more customizable options than you had in Fight Night 2004. So all of the things in career mode that you can buy now really also help you inside the ring. If you pay for a different trainer, it'll help you with different elements of your training regimen. So some guys will be able to make you stronger, some will make you faster. The cut person in the corner, the better a cut person you have, the better they reduce your damage. Things like, your gloves, if you buy new gloves, some will give you extra power on your punches, some will give you extra speed. So all of the things in career mode that you can buy now really also help you inside the ring. So this year's game now, while you still have total control over your punches, you also have total control over your boxer's body. It adds a lot more tactical depth to the gameplay as far as both on the offense side being able to throw punches on the move and on the defensive side being able to block on the move. In last year's game, you couldn't even do stuff like the classic Muhammad Ali rope-a-dope, moving your upper body and blocking at the same time. Clinching, one of the main defensive moves of boxing, was missing from last year's game. You know, last year, besides the total punch control, one of the best things about our game was it was the first boxing game that really had a quick and responsive defensive system, so you could fight like a defensive fighter. Unfortunately, we did not have clinching in, which is really, again, one of the basic defensive moves. Trying to put in a lot more boxing authentic punches, a lot of things that will give an advantage to a boxer who's, you know, about to get knocked out and just trying to use his defense to survive. You're actually able to take control of the cut man in EA Sports Fight Night Round 2 and be able to use any of his bucket of tools to reduce the damage on your boxer's face. You can use the end swell to reduce swelling, or you can switch to the cut tool and work cut. So I use the left analog stick to go to that part of the face and the right analog stick to actually work down the cut. There's really 3 tiers of venue. The prospect venues that have things like the Viceroy, the contender venues like Elavise, which is, you know, a little more upscale but not totally like a big main event venue. And then obviously we've got the big show palaces of the sport like the Staples Center and other big time venues where you expect to see, you know, championship caliber fights. You know, one of the things we're really working on Fight Night Round 2 is getting, you know, the full list of licensed boxer stars in the game. So Fight Night 2004, we had 31 licensed boxers in the game. This year we're going to have 39. So obviously Fight Night Round 2, a perfect game for playing online. So it's the ultimate head-to-head mano-a-mano competition. You can play head-to-head, fighting in, you know, the same weight class in a career mode rankings ladder, so you can fight up through the rankings online and win an online championship, or you can just play a head-to-head exhibition match that won't affect your rankings or your boxer's record in the online world. It'll be available in March 05. EA Sports Fight Night Round 2. It's a knockout.
Really bringing the fight to his opponent with that hard up.
At GameFly, rent the hottest titles for Xbox, PS2, GameCube, and GBA. Games like Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, and Prince of Persia: Warrior Within. No due dates, no late fees, free delivery. Go to GameFly.com for your free trial. GameFly, the smartest way to rent games.
The Leandri Corporation started
My name is Sam Fisher. I'm a soldier. I'm not much of a philosopher, but if you want to know what I believe, I'll tell you. I believe the greatest threats to our freedom actually start small.
North Korean forces.
They begin as random events that most people don't even notice.
Seek a peaceful resolution.
But they grow.
Sailors aboard the USS Walsh.
They multiply.
What's happening there?
They start chain reactions that threaten the entire world. Some people call that fate. I call it chaos theory. But believing in chaos theory doesn't mean you have to surrender to it. That's where I come in.
No!
I find those threats before they get out of hand, and I eliminate them. Quickly, quietly, relentlessly. I take the lives of a few to protect the lives of many. I commit acts of war to preserve the greater peace. I take no joy in killing, but make no mistake. I'll do what needs to be done, because it's my job. It's my duty. My name is Sam Fisher, and I am a Splinter Cell.
Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory. In stores March 31st. This game has not yet been rated.
Rated T for Teen. Rated T for Team.